The unyielding flame. In the heart of a dense forest, where the sunlight barely touched the ground, lived a young fox named Rumi. Ever since he was a kid, Rumi had dreamed of reaching the peak of the great mountain, a towering giant that loomed over the forest. The elders spoke of the mountain as a place of legends, where only the strongest and bravest could set foot. Despite his small size and the whispers of doubt from others, Rumi was determined. He knew the journey would be difficult, but the fire of his dream burned brighter than the fear that threatened to extinguish it. Rumi began his ascent, his paws trembling but resolute. The path was steep and riddled with obstacles. Thorns tore at his fur, rocks shifted beneath his feet, and the chilling wind tried to push him back. Each step was a battle against the elements and his own limitations. But with every challenge, Rumi's resolve only grew stronger. He remembered the stories of the great mountain, not as a place of unattainable glory, but as a testament to the perseverance of those who dared to believe in themselves. Days turned into weeks as Rumi climbed higher, his energy waning. There were moments when he felt like giving up, when the peak seemed farther away than ever. Yet, every time despair began to creep in, Rumi thought of the dream that had guided him this far. He couldn't turn back now, not after coming so close. He drew strength from the thought of the clear view from the top, the feeling of accomplishment, and the stories he would one day tell his own kids. As Rumi neared the summit, the air grew thin, and the cold became more intense. But the sight of the peak, now within reach, filled him with a surge of energy. With one final push, he scrambled over the last ridge and stood at the top. The view was more magnificent than he had ever imagined. The entire forest lay below him, a patchwork of green stretching as far as the eye could see. Rumi's heart swelled with pride, not just for reaching the peak, but for the journey that had tested and proven his inner strength. Looking down from the great mountain, Rumi realized that the true victory was not the climb itself, but the fact that he never gave up. The mountain had taught him that perseverance was the key to overcoming any obstacle. With his spirit renewed and the lesson of the unyielding flame in his heart, Rumi knew that he was capable of facing any challenge the future might hold. From that day on, the fox who reached the top of the great mountain became a legend, not for his strength, but for his unwavering determination to never give up.